Sarah, are you ready? Also, I do want to say, I've never seen Sarah read anything, so if you guys aren't the most affirming you have ever been in your life, I will comfort you. Thank you.
I'm too short. Okay, I'm way too short. There we go, we got it. Hi, I'm Sarah. I don't usually write poetry other than to like cope with my own mind, so you won't be able to find my poetry anywhere else. I'm going to read 3 poems which I wrote in 2019 when I was getting sober. So none of them actually directly talk about that. Let's see, I think as far as trigger warnings, probably just sadness. So, the first one is in 3 parts. They're all very short, but 1, a fear of stagnation and a churning mind breathe their own stasis. 2, it takes a creature of division to know wholeness as a feeling rather than a state of being. 3, you can live off of simple syrup when your heart is the weight of a hummingbird. Okay, so this is the second one. Today, my sadness started with the rain, spending the morning carving out its home in my chest and taking the afternoon to claw free from my ribcage and spill onto the floor. Perhaps it's driven to flee our shared singularity, meaning to bleed into the rain, bond with pools of stagnant water that seem like something better than itself. Or perhaps it wanted to see if flesh tastes sweeter on the outside. This is the last one. Sometimes I cry with the moon. We mourn a heavy darkness, our dimming reflections, and the deepening sea of separation. We wait for the light to come back, and you with it, chirping, remembering yourself in everything that you illuminate.
Sarah, please read your poems all the time. Okay, so we are going to next have our feature artist, Peace Mill Pat. But before we do, you guys all have to tolerate 2 of my poems first. So. This first one, also I do want to give a content warning. I'm going to do one that's a little bit heavier and one that's a little bit lighter. And the first one I'm going to give a content warning. It does have some imagery that has to do with menstruation, if that freaks you out. Yeah. So I have to change. My brother and I have just come back from the gym for the day. We were parked in front of his house, arguing about pronouns. A cramp twists, knife hot, in my gut. A clot slips out of me, staining my shorts, while he says something about Leah Thomas I can barely hear over the thunder drum of rain on the windshield. He leaves, slamming the car door, angry. When I finally park in my own driveway, my body sags with relief. I leave my phone in the center console and stand in the storm a while. Let it wash away the blood wending down my legs. This one is a little bit lighter. It's about my dog. So it's called 2 Rivers with Onyx. Onyx is the name of my dog. She looks at me, forlorn, fur rain dark, wet, weary. She is asking in no uncertain terms that we turn back. But I have not yet had my fill of mud puddles and prairie cattails, or the delight of found fungus on the cloud-damp oaks. We both turn, listening to the buck keening some mile away, calling for a mate he will surely find. Even when she sits, refusing to walk any further, I will carry her home. Aww.